when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sun Devils offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Watts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually
and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working on the right. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole.
Breaks into the open. Plows through the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Working the big fella to the corner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Quick pass on the fly motion. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Sun Devils are on the move. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hart. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Touch pass on the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Bringing the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Watts. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
221 wing, 221 wing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right on the money. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Toss to the outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, a 38-yard try. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Using the quick game. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Short gain on the play before he slides. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Got his man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and getting hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
West Virginia, 13.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your look.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Bringing it back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're down.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
West Virginia.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Sweet cut there. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Finding open areas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's complete to the left. On the move is the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they
picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hart. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Carter.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Caught over the middle. It's Hart. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, West Virginia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And Man, this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve.